All right, guys, let's watch this video where the U.S. Department of War highlighted what has happened to Iran since this war started. So just pay attention and watch the video. Then I will be back, because my major problem right now is not even what is happening in Iran between US and Israel in Iran, but what is happening in Nigeria is the major concern. So we need this video to actually understand where we are going to. Just watch it.
The Iranian Air Force is no more. Built for 1996, destroyed in 2026. The Iranian Navy rests at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. Combat ineffective, decimated, destroyed, defeated, pick your adjective. In fact, last night, we sunk their prize ship, the Soleimani. Looks like POTUS got him twice. Their Navy, not a factor. Pick your adjective, it is no more. In fact, yesterday, in the Indian Ocean, and we'll play it on the screen there, an American submarine sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo. Quiet death. The first sinking of an enemy ship by a torpedo since World War II.
So that is it. It just highlighted what has happened to Iran since the war started. And those things happened within 4 days. So this battle that is happening between Iran and Israel and US, because US and Israel, they are combining force to deal with Iran mercilessly. And as this thing was happening, the northern Shiite Muslims, according to how they call them, they came out and they started marching the US flag and the Israeli flag, and they started chanting that bye to Israel, bye to United States of America. They started shouting, we support Iran, we support Iran with all vigor. And if you look at the people that did this rally, that did this protest, they were all youths. So I call them like the northern youth. And you will discover that they didn't come out by themselves. There is no protest that happens without organizers. And if you look at the magnitude of the protest, the crowds are much. They were not few. So which means that there are people that sat down behind and planned the protest and sent them out there. And remember that this protest happened in the midst where the war is going on. Also remember that there are US military on foot that are on ground in Nigeria. And the purpose why they are in Nigeria is to actually help Nigerians to deal with terrorists in the north majorly. So this is a sign that the northern Shiite Muslims are not even happy with the US dealing with terrorists in the north, which a lot of their elders came out, they warned the US that they shouldn't come. Now, the implication of this thing will be very severe. And Tinubu is quiet over it. Nigerian politicians are quiet over it. This whole matter that is happening, it has consequences. For US and Iran to be fighting, and Israel and US are combining together to deal with Iran, and some part of Nigeria began to protest against US and Iran. This thing has a very strong consequences. It has a very strong consequences. But the funny thing is that nobody is talking. Everyone is just looking. And there are tendency that after this whole matter, Nigeria may have a serious problem. And what will cause this serious problem is as a result of those northern people, their protests and everything they are doing. How can you be siding Iran when United States of America has come to support Nigeria to deal with terrorists? No, that is the major problem that I am trying to understand. The people that are here on ground, they are trying to help you and you are protesting against them. That is what we don't actually understand. And why is it that it's only Muslims that are protesting against the United States and Israel? And what they did is actually a national crime. As far as Nigeria didn't say anything about it, it's a national crime. That in the midst of war, they stood boldly, came out to protest, even when the war did not concern Nigeria. I've not seen any protest in any African country apart from Nigeria. no protest in Ghana, no protest in Mali, no protest in any African country. Only in Nigeria came out, started protesting and shouting that they support Iran. And the government of Nigeria, they are quiet over this. Remembering that even when Trump was trying to enter presidency the first time, that some people in Igbo land came out to protest, a protest of support, Nigerian army came and shot at them and they piled a lot of them. Those things are in record. Also remember that the US media, their eye is on Nigeria. The Israeli media, their eye is on Nigeria. My own is, I am afraid right now. I am afraid of the outcome of this protest. I am afraid of what will come out from this protest. That is my fear. Because it's not going to be sweet. It's not going to be sweet. You are joining their enemy. That's what you are saying. So this means that Nigeria is actually supporting an Islamic nation like Iran that has terrorists everywhere. Right? That is the meaning. Because if government can be silent in this matter, that means the government is in support. In a matter like this, the government is supposed to come out and speak out, you know, take some steps for them to send a message across to the United States and to the Israelites that we are not in support of those guys that came to protest. Because when you are silent over an injustice or you are silent over a matter, it means you are giving your consent. Silent most of the time, it means consent. My fear now is that the Israel and US will now start looking at Nigeria as their enemy, not knowing Nigeria is not actually their enemy. The US and the Israel, they will start looking at Nigeria as their enemy. They will record them as their enemy. Even as we speak now, they are taking notes. They are taking notes. I'm afraid of what is about to happen. I'm afraid. Many people are not paying attention to this. This action that they took to protest, it has a very dire consequence. It has a very strong consequence. When the consequence will start now, people will start saying, the Israel and the Nigeria, they don't have problem before. What is causing the fight? And maybe Nigeria will start lobbying and start paying thousands of dollars. A problem that didn't concern them. What concerned Nigeria concerned Iran. What concerned northern Nigeria concerned Iran. Does it mean northern Nigeria is not part of Nigeria? Does it mean they are in another country or in another world? Because I really want to understand. I really want to understand. Honestly, this is a war between some nation that has no connection in Nigeria. So why are they protesting? They want to put Nigeria under fire. I'm telling you the truth. The northern Muslim, Shiite Muslim, they want to set up Nigeria on fire. Because which defense do Nigeria have that they have been fighting Boko Haram since 2014 till now? They have not been able to defeat them. Only one thing that we activate in Israel, Nigeria is gone. And when this will start, it will affect a lot of people. It will affect a lot of people. You have seen what the Department of War of the United States highlighted. What Iran took more than 47 years to build, destroyed in 4 days. In 4 days. Destroyed in 4 days. And you are not afraid. The question is, waiting those guys that they think. Waiting those guys that they think. I remember there was a time that Donald Trump made a statement that anyone that steps on their flag has committed the act of terrorism against the nation. And that is this thing that is being activated. Many of them does not want Nigeria to separate, but the actions the northern Muslims are taking over a matter that never concerned them will actually lead to the separation of Nigeria. Mark to this date, I am the one that said it. This action they are taking will definitely, obviously, lead to the separation of Nigeria. Please, if you are watching this video, no matter where you are watching from, whether from Facebook or from YouTube, make sure you like the video, right? Or what do you think that will happen? What do you think that Israel will look at this protest, and how do you think that the United States will also see this protest that is happening in Nigeria? Because they are taking it very serious, and the magnitude of the crowd is much. What do you think that will happen? Drop it right there in the comment section and share this video to reach every other person. God bless you. See you next time.